there. Open up a little bit. Alright. There we go. I want to be live on this one. Alright, we're good. There we go. Hey everybody, give me just a second here. Alright. I want to make sure. Alright. So, let's go live. Alright, here we go. Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey Jansen. Now before I go into it, we're going to have a little bit of fun first. I'm learning that we can have a little bit of fun, and it's actually kind of a bittersweet type of fun. And what I'm going to do is, when I'm at my dad's house or whatever else, there's a lot of these scammers they call, and they call with local numbers, okay? And when they call with a local number, then they try to get you to give them all your information. Then they try to swear up and down that they're real and all this other stuff, when in fact they're not. They're actually fake. And what they're trying to do is lure you into a sense of security like the companies. This particular one, you'll get a lot of them from like AT&T. You also get a lot of them fake for Visa, MasterCard and stuff. What I'm going to do right now, before I go into identity theft protection, is this is a number that a guy just called my dad's phone and was trying to say that the problem is it came up as a 217-222 number, which is our area code around here. And a lot of times they piggyback off of other people's numbers. So if you call back, you're going to get somebody that has no clue that their phone number is being used in a scam. Anyway, this person here kept giving us his name and phone number and all this other stuff because, oh, he's not a scam. We want to know how to. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do it with speakerphone. Okay, and the number is 1-888-958. This is the number they gave us. So we'll even see if it exists. So here we go. See, everything will seem perfectly legit, but it's not. And they do this on purpose. Hello?
AT&T TV Services, how can I help you, sir?
Yes, can I have extension 2022?
2022. May I have the name of your agent?
Oh yeah, Gavin Peterson.
Oh, Kevin Peterson, sir. Can you please stay on the line for a couple of seconds?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
First, what you'll notice is none of them speak English whatsoever. They have a very hard accent. And the problem is it's a big scam. So, my volume's up all the way.
Thank you so much for staying online. Your call has been transferred. This is Kevin. How may I assist you today?
Yes, my name is Bob.
Bob, welcome.
I would like to know how far your scam is going to go and when you keep calling with local numbers. Can you please tell me and AT&T right now why you're using their name to scam innocent people out of money and out of time?
When you receive a call, sir, can you please help me with the date and time so I can check?
No, we already know this is a scam that goes around. We know that you pass it off from one person to the other, and we know that it's an international enterprise. The only problem is we want to know why you keep doing it.
Let me tell you one thing, sir.
Sure. They're going to tell me one thing, everybody.
We are affiliated sales and the promotional department
For who?
of AT&T. For AT&T.
Oh, that's funny because I said AT&T, but actually it didn't come from AT&T. They said a Visa promotion.
Sir, this is sales and the promotional department, and we're affiliated with this AT&T.
Well, that's funny because the person told me Visa. The person told me Visa.
No, who told you the Visa?
So, what country are you actually in? Because you guys piggybacked off of local numbers here, and we want to know what country you're actually from. We want to know how far you guys are willing to go with your scam to try to scam innocent Americans. And please tell me, because I do have you live in front of the world right now. You are on social media in front of 5 million people right now. We'd like to know how far this scam goes. And the longer I keep people like you on the phone, the less likely you guys will keep scamming people. And by the way, just in case you want to know, I have AT&T on the other phone right now listening to everything I'm saying, and I flat out told them I make it very clear that we are calling out their scam. And they wanted to hear for ourselves.
If you are with AT&T person on the call, he know each and everything about the affiliated sales and the promotional departments. Okay, he'll explain
You get
about
that?
as well.
Yeah. AT&T is telling me that they have no promotional department and that this is nothing related or affiliated with them whatsoever. And they are sending it over to their legal department to have it all looked at. And the 1888 number is a fake number that is being transferred to scam people. So AT&T is on the phone also. So go ahead. By the way, everything is being recorded. Everything is being videotaped. And the reason why we're doing this is we're showing innocent Americans how you guys like to scam people. So please keep going. By the way, everybody out there listening, call this 888 number, 958-2569. Blow up their numbers. Call them as much as they can. Blow up their number. I don't care. Keep calling as much as you can because they are scamming everybody. And every time you give them some information, they use that against you. The longer we keep them on the phone, the longer we tie up their lines, the less likely they're going to keep shutting down those phone lines. And it's for us to take it back.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Actually,
No, that's not sorry. I just want you to admit that you're a scam, and I want you to quit with this fake bogus stuff. The reason why, you have a lot of stuff going against you right now, but I want my viewers to know that you're a scam. And they already know you're a scam because we already had AT&T on, and we have AT&T on right now, and they're making it very clear. Never do business with anybody that says they're a promotional agency. Oh, see, they hung up. So let's call back, everybody. We're going to call again. Everybody help me call this number. We're calling 1-888-958-2569. I will call this thousands of times if I have to. They are not going to scam us anymore. This is what they do. They scam, and they scam, and they scam. I'm posting the number. 888-958-2569. And it's sad because, unfortunately, they all have accents. And I have nothing against that. But they all have accents. And so what they're going to do now is they're going to probably try to screen us. But they're not going to screen everybody's calls out there from all over the United States that calls them. Call that number. Tie them up on the lines. And the number you could be saving is your own mom and dad, your own family members from getting scammed from these people. Congress isn't doing nothing about it. My company does do something about it, but I'm just showing everybody in general how these people scam. Now, I have friends from all over the world, and I have friends from all over the United States. But the problem is, we also have AT&T telling us that these are scams. And they have this fake, they do everything fake. It looks like it's legit, and it's not. See, they won't answer for me now because they got my number, and now they know. They know they're being called out for the scam. Now it's up to you. I turned the ball over to you, Oscar. See, notice they're not answering right now? See, if this was a marketing company, we would get a different operator because the number would go into the next available operator. Right now, it's all going into one person because it's a scam, which means it's not a group of people. It's like a couple, maybe 2 or 3, and they pass the number off to each other. Okay? That's the reason why they can look at my number and not answer it. I have it muted so that if they do pick up, I can unmute. So that's the whole point of this. There's like maybe 2 or 3 in there. And what they're doing right now is because they can see my number, because it's the same person, they can avoid it. But they don't know your number. When you call in, you tell them it's a scam and you keep them on the phone, you're preventing them from scamming anybody else. Now remember, if this was a marketing company, if this was a legit company, then they probably have a couple thousand telemarketers or operators that my number would go to somebody else to be put in. The only difference is it gets redirected because guess what? Telemarketers in the United States, it's all legit. But outside the United States, there's only like 2 or 3 of them. And what they're doing is they're in the same room together. They make it sound busy. They even have music sounding like there's people in the background. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. These are scams. And what they're doing is they pass you off from one to the other. So right now, they're not going to answer my calls. And as long as they keep me on the phone, they don't think anybody else is going to call them. But call that number, 1-888-958-2569. In fact, Hey, Lonnie, you want to help me out, buddy? You want to help me out? I'm going to bring you on live. Can I bring you on live, Lonnie? Because you have a different phone number to me. Lonnie, can I bring you on live? Let's see if Lonnie's on there. Okay, Lonnie's not on right now. So, let's see here. Keith, are you on right now? Oh, there's Lonnie. Lonnie's right there. Lonnie, I want to bring you on live real quick. I'm going to add you my camera. The reason why, Lonnie, I'm going to ask you to call this number now, and I want you to play with them. Okay, come on live, Lonnie. Can you turn your camera on? Hey, Lonnie.
Hey, bud.
All right, I'm going to give you this number. They got my number now. Will you call them up for me on here live and show them what they're doing? Because yours,
Yep.
they may block you too because yours is the 217 number, but I want people to see that the more we call, the less likely they're going to take advantage of our parents and the elderly.
Okay.
You got that number?
188.
958 2569.
I'm going to write it down, and I'll grab my wife's cell phone, and I'll call off of there.
Yep, 958 2569. 2569. There I go. I posted it on there. The reason why is because I was telling everybody, if it is an actual telemarketer in the United States, which is perfectly legal, there's a couple thousand of them, if not about 1 million of them that work throughout the United States, that your number just gets redirected to a different operator. In other words, they'll pick up. And if it's a scam, they can block your number because it's the same 3 people looking at it over and over and over again, and all they do is they hand off the phone from one to the other. They piggybacked off a 217 number, and they gave me an 888 number after the 217-222 number. Now, I will...
That's like the one I was messaging you about, the
Right.
306 or whatever it is. It's 2 guys.
Yep.
That's all there is.
This is the number they called me with, right? This is the number they called me or my dad with. This is the number they called my dad with. You notice it's a 217-222-4940, right? Now what I'm going to do,
Right.
I'm going to call that number, and everybody can hear. It's not even a working number.
The number you have reached has been disconnected.
Okay, that's the 217 they called me with. So what you have to do is then you call that 1888 number. And what I'll do is I'll call first so they know that it's me calling. They won't think you on 888. That way you can call while I'm on the phone.
All right.
95.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll go ahead and start dialing it, and then I'll send it in.
All right, when I'm ready for you, I'm going to give you a thumbs up, okay?
All right, that'll work.
Because if they answer for me, we're going to mess with them. Here we go. This is my way of having fun. Hold on. Go ahead. Hey, Doug, you want to help us out here? Yours is a 217 number, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, Doug, do you have a 217 number? So now they're not going to answer for any 217 numbers. Isn't that kind of funny how it's funny how they're not answering for a 217 number? This is how you know it's all a scam, everybody. Anyway, I like to have a little bit of fun with that. Huh?
I see Alan Williams, Chris Riot. Neither one of... I don't think they have 217. Veronica, that's my sister. You don't have a 217. You can call the number and see if they answer for you guys.
Yeah, just call them up, say, we know you're a scam, we're on to you, and we're going to keep calling all day, all night. I actually had the entire Marine Corps League call one night. I know you told me about 300 calls, but one night we had a Legal Shield meeting and my identity theft meeting, stuff like that, and I just told everybody, pick up your phones, call them right now. Well, guess what? They were not answering for the 217s, but they were answering for the 573s and the 309s. Well, then they quit answering for the 573 and 309s because they were just getting bombarded. And it's funny because it's only 1 or 2 people doing the scam, but they make it sound like it's not a scam.
Well, we wasn't busy in the store, so me and my wife, we called about 300 times total in one day. And it was, I'm going to blow you up. I'm going to send you a bomb. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And then it got explicitary to where, it was going to do things to my family. And
yeah. The problem is these people don't know us for nothing. And like I've been doing this live stuff now with scams and everything else, believe it or not, for quite a while. Telemarketers, somebody legit will never cuss. They will never tell you off. They will never quote you anything. More than likely, they'll just either hang up or say thank you, goodbye, because more than likely they don't want to, they're just doing it for a job. So they're not going to waste their time. The only problem is they're usually piggybacking these fake numbers. They'll call you with a regular number, and I've been right. But the problem is, I called 3 of them the other day back. 2 of them were churches, like actual churches in Quincy. I'm like, oh my gosh. Scott Lewis, he and his brother owned Lewis Seeds. He had his number being called all over the United States. So the whole idea with
that
this,
I've called back is the phone is no longer in service or disconnected or
right, because once you're onto them, they have to change quickly. The problem is if we keep doing it and we keep putting out to the, you know what, our Congress, our senators in Congress might not be able to do anything else. That's fine. Maybe we can. We can keep calling them
right.
and making them say they're not going to answer now.
Well, what scares me the most is the people that they get through to and they get hundreds of dollars from. That's to pay their bills.
Right. Well, I had a friend yesterday call me up, and they got his wife for $10,000.
Wow.
And that's one reason why, you know, I know what I do in the legal field and identity theft field. That's what I protect. See, now, if this was a legit company, then it would have already picked up by now. Okay?
Right.
Problem is, it's not legit. And they know we're trying to call, and they know everybody else is calling too. And by the way, if you think it's just me and Lonnie calling, it's everybody that's watching my YouTube page at jeffjansen.info, which is my live YouTube page. It's also on Instagram going out live. So it's people all over the world calling these numbers, proving that these guys are fake. So they have to change their entire strategy. Or they have to change all their numbers, because they pay for these numbers. And identity theft, the reason why is they sell your phone number. They sell your driver's license number. They sell your social security number. I'm turning that off. It's not worth it. Hey, Brazil. I got Brazil on the phone. One of my friends from Brazil. Hola. Oh, sorry. Brazil is Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. Dang it. Sorry, I don't speak Portuguese, but I wish I did. A couple of my buddies do. But the whole point is they don't just scam they scam everybody. And a lot of us aren't aware of it. The longer you keep them on the phone, though, I love when they always ask for an iTunes card. And my favorite's when they do the scam and the people are aware of it, and they keep them on going on and on and on. And then they want you to go to the store to get an iTunes card to send them money from an iTunes card or Western Union. I just like, but...
Well, this one that I have made me laugh because he said... There was fraudulent activity on my Social Security card.
Yep, that's a big one.
They was going to be taking my Social Security card.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're going to take something I have in my pocket?
Yeah. Well, it's really funny because in that, what you're just talking about, Lonnie, is a lot of times what they'll do is, now to make sure, give me your Social Security number so that we know this. I'm like, wait a minute. If you call me about my Social Security number, wouldn't you already have that number?
Yeah.
See,
that's when they get a little irate.
The whole idea is, remember this, okay? You got to I call it Barney Fife. You've got to understand scams are on a 3rd to 5th grade level, and people get hooked on, just like our newspapers are written in a 5th grade writing level.
Yep.
So a scam's like this. If it's too good to be true, it is. If look at and use common sense. If they're calling you up, first off, the IRS and any government agency will never call you. They will do certified mail to you, but they will never call you. So right away, it's our fake. The second thing is, if they're calling you about your internet having spam or whatever on it going out there, and then they need your internet information, they would already have your internet information if it was going out there, but it doesn't work like that. That's not how the computer systems work. Third,
the one that's cracking me up is the exact same guy that called me, and then we did 300 phone calls to one day.
Yeah.
I watched a video on Facebook, and a captain from the police department was live while they're talking on the phone, and the guy is telling her, "You're going to be arrested. It's very serious."
Oh yeah.
For drug trafficking and just a long list of stuff. I got a buddy I've been a friend with for over 20 years. He's a police officer. They told him, "I'm sending the sheriff's department out for you right now." He's like, "Well, you just tell me when the warrant's ready. I'll arrest myself."
Hey, Lonnie, look who's online. I'm going to tell you what we're going to send scammers next, okay? Lonnie, you want to know what I'm going to send these scammers? Homemade meatloaf. I'm going to send them homemade meatloaf. Douglas O'Shea, how you doing, buddy? Anyway, going back to being serious. Come on, Lonnie, you know that's funny.
That is funny.
Okay.
You said, what's he saying there?
Oh no, they're trying to hack him too. He got one about a week ago, about a grand jury would convict me of a felony.
Wow.
Okay, people, understand this. Tell your mom and dad, tell your aunts and uncles, tell your neighbors. They're not going to call you about a felony. They will send something with a cop out to your house to give you notification. And if they call you and they tell you to call back another number, or they're legit, what they're doing is there's a phone right next to them. These are third, fourth grade scams, meaning if it's too good, it is. If they want money, don't send it. No one's going to ask you for money over the phone. Visa, MasterCard, if they say, oh, well, we're going to bring it. No, they're not. It's a scam. Your college stuff, all that college stuff, it's funny. They'll call you and tell you your debt's really high. Why? Because the majority of the people, when they call me with my college stuff, I'm like, oh, that's funny. My college already was paid for. I've got my MBA,
Right.
but the military paid for all my college. So I don't have any debts or loans. But
Well, that's like
they will.
those,
But most people do. So they get suckered. They think, oh my gosh.
They get scared.
Right.
And the one thing that's real funny to me is those.
He said I got a throat punch coming my way.
Yeah,
I love that
good
guy.
at the throat punches.
He's awesome. I love
But,
that guy.
the ones that get me is the ones. Oh well, you loved one passed away and you have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But you have to send thousands of dollars to get millions.
Right. Or they try to say, are you looking for a loan or something? Then you got to send them money to get the loan for the money. Or they
Right.
say, they get older people by saying that your grandparents, they get this one. This one's a big one. And this is what I do for a living, as I protect an identity theft, and I actually protect people our services. But a big one is, hey, Grandma, can you send me some money? I'm over here in Spain, and they stole my money and everything else, and I can't get away. And people fall for it. Up in Warsaw, Illinois, smallest town in the world, I believe. Great people, small town. There was a guy who got suckered by the lottery scam. He thought he won the European lottery. I'm like, dude, do you not realize there's no lottery over there? And he sent the money. The
It's
European
just,
lottery does not exist. Or the prince needs to send you money. Those are the oldest scams in the world. And we've laughed now, but people are still they wouldn't use them if people were not falling for them.
Some of the scams, though, they are using because people have gotten greedy.
People,
America has gotten greedy, and it's like, ooh, I can make a fast buck if I just send a couple $100.
right.
Well, then now they can't pay their bills because they got scammed.
Exactly.
And a lot of it is scary because they don't want to tell their family members. You know, grandma and grandpa don't want to tell because, oh, well, now I got to be put in a nursing